It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Belhaven Brewery and it's a bottle of this Scottish Oat Stout coming in at 7% ABV. It's a 330 bottle, black bottle cap with a thistle on the top. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice level of smoke on the bottle opening. 7% ABV is edging close to becoming an imperial stout. That's quite impressive from Belhaven to produce a beer that goes out on the shelves of shops and supermarkets at 7% ABV. That's quite brave. That's quite a brave thing to do. There's a lot of people in the UK that once beers hit 5%, they go, that's the end, I'm not going to try anything if it's over 5%. Even 5.5%, they go, ooh, that's too strong, I can't drink that. So well done to Belhaven for going to 7% ABV. One finger slightly off white head, good levels of carbonation. A little bit of light bleeding through the bottom of the glass. You can see it there, producing a red hue at the bottom of the glass there. Let's get the aroma. It smells like an imperial mild. Yeah, imperial mild. Some tobacco smoke, some chocolate, coffee, caramel. Pipe tobacco smoke to be precise. Some nice bitterness coming through from the roasted malt. It's plummy and figgy from the hops. It's got me salivating. That's always a good sign. When you keep smelling a beer and then your glands start to salivate, that's a good sign. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Now then, that's really interesting. That is really interesting. Lots of licorice. Lots and lots of licorice. A good level of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. If I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, in my mind, a Scottish Oat Stout seems warm and fuzzy and cuddly, and it's like you want to put a big fur coat on. You know, it's just got that. It's got a good body. It's got a good mouthfeel. It's chewy, stout-like, fat and bold from all the oats in the beer. But it's not quite like that. It's really interesting. I'm about to say something and then the licorice just goes, it kind of rushes over the palate and completely takes away what I was about to say. Let me keep going. Big carbonation. That's it. It's quite thin. It needs more body for a start. 7% ABV, Scottish Oat Stout. You're thinking you want it to be big and fat and bold, as I mentioned earlier, and cuddly, and you want it to stick on the palate and kind of gloop down like engine oil. But it's not doing that, and you expect, if it's got a lot of oats in, I mean, they got a bowl of oats there on the label. If it's got a big bowl of oats like that, you would expect it to be like a big fat bowl of oats, really, wouldn't you? Like a big thick liquid. So maybe if I was going to be critical of the beer, maybe they need to add some more oats to the beer just to get it big, a little bit more kind of oaty and bold and fat and creamy. It's a strange one. It's a strange one. There is some coffee, there's some roasted malt, there's some chocolate, there's some caramel flavours coming through. For me, it tastes a bit like Old Crafty Hen. And being you guys know the link between Belhaven and Green King. They both Green King own Belhaven Brewery, and for me, it's like a fatter, bolder, it's like Old Speckled Hen that's got a fatter mouthfeel with a touch of licorice, a touch of coffee, chocolate and caramel, and then the rest is kind of like Old Crafty Hen, that type of beer. It's not a beer that I want to pour down the sink, is that? I'm not saying, right, I'm going to turn the camera off now and I've had enough of this, I'm going to pour it down the sink, I'm not going to drink it. But at the same time, I think there's a lot of improvements that this beer could have in terms of, yes, put some more roasted malt in, and of course add a lot more oats. I would say if you fatten this beer up with loads of oats, maybe 10% more roasted malt, this would be good. It would be really good. But as it is, it's not quite there. But being a brewery, they're flexible, work in progress. They can make the next batch a bit fatter and a bit more like a stout. But at the moment, and I'm being 100% fair, this beer's a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.